A lovely good evening. It might be morning or afternoon, depending on where you are. It's a lovely Thursday, and we are back with NSAKA right here on Ubuntu channel. And today we are looking forward to an exciting discussion and interaction with you. And as usual, I have my colleague Himba Manambo as part of the program tonight. Himba, good evening. Wow, technology. Himba, good evening. How's been the day?
Good evening, CJ. Good evening, viewers. My day has been fantastic, CJ. How has been your day?
My day has been wonderful.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah. Topic ya lero, I'm allowing you to do the introductions.
CJ, topic ya lero ilichabe bwi. Imanje why simnageko kunya wanyama atapaja mwekache bazimai.
We want to focus on the women, since they are incubators of life. They are the cornerstone of a community. So lero tilipali imwe lero.
Nanga imwe chamiba bani bwanji. Viewers, good evening. It's NSAKA again, as my colleague CJ has said. Our topic of discussion this evening is married women and alcohol. Sinizi why I should decide topic iwa ubuntu anyway. The topic is married women and alcohol. I'll leave it there.
Wazimaya, they are now they've become champions. So viewers, this is NSAKA. The language that we use is sensitive, and therefore make sure there are no under 18s watching this program. Vaminetima kamba mawejena nguniole masi afunikira bana, so tukupempani ngatukuli bana pafupi mbauza ta kagoneni ininkani ya bakuru ya mineti tikambapo. Having said that, as usual, we have our counselor, that is Evangelist Shaabula, who is here to give us wise counsel as usual. And it's good to see you today. Good evening, Evangelist. Welcome back to NSAKA.
Welcome to life.
Good evening, sir, and good evening, madam, and everyone on this program. It's wonderful to be here. It's great to be here. I'm so excited that I've seen these beautiful faces again. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Evangelist. We have other guests. We have Mr. Abia Nyerenda. Well, Abia, welcome. Good evening.
Thank you so much, CJ. It's a lovely good evening. And good evening, Madam Himba.
Good evening, Abia.
Mr. Evangelist, and the viewers.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abia. We also have Wom Kerebai. Wom Kerebai, good evening and welcome.
Kimanzi bwani sijabasa Yesu sijabasa bulo ziko mulutwela kwa fela bali vingi ba Mungu kala vose sheke valingulia kwa machile sichili kilo na wake lumitela nimina matonga muchwaniko kwa monze nchoma
kukamba vitundu na washavula bagwa vitundu muli kwimuna kimina nga mwagumina baguchoma. How do you mean that?
Kushtoso koneza network.
Your network.
Nosy is close to English. Can't king when out touch put. Yes, fuck up like. You hear that? That long.
Anyway, viewers, people say women drink at was my by nowadays. They drink like their fathers. They no longer cook like their mothers. Is that true?
Exactly.
tuchakolo tamazazi yao machakolo chabe tumakaza tunamizira my education kandi ndo chakolo ajabe.
And it's good that the topic started on women because I believe these women, they want to get our title now. They say they are head of the families, but we will still remain the head of the families ourselves.
But kulibe pe banalemba ati mubano wabakazi ono wabamuna kulibe.
We are saying head of the family. Head of the family.
But Abia, you can also think about the head. As women, we don't care. One thing you should know that we are the neck.
That's a big problem because you don't care. You have to care.
We are the neck. And you know what a neck does? Without a neck, you are Abia, you can't turn. Without a neck, you can't feel. So if you control la vindu, imamlishe muti katika mwesa.
Now.
So, yeah, so viewers, welcome to NSAKA. Tonight we are discussing married women and alcohol. The link will be shared in the comment section. So please feel free to join the studio via that same link so that we could interact together. Better still, also just drop a comment right in the comment section, and the guests here will be able to respond to it, and we'll be able to interact even via that. We'll also have a phone line available so that you can call in and also interact with us. So right about now, whilst I can see Evangelist is still having a technical challenge, but hope he will join us shortly. Himba, being the only lady here, I'm sure lero mzamvira moto lero.
Nilipo.
And you are equal to the task.
I'm equal. I can handle this, man. I'm equal to the task.
Yeah. Of late, I'll start from the quote that you had given. We are seeing a lot of women now, I don't know if patronizing is the right word, or championing most of even the drinking places. Kudara wazibambondia menentehenzo pesa kumaba, even mashabin, excuse me, that kind of place, those kind of places. Nowadays, awe sure, stinga kamba na 50-50. It's like women are now leading, and this time around, Kuliba even
At
it's 40-60
now.
So, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Continue, CJ.
Yeah, it seems to be a fashionable. It's even fashionable, a fashionable thing nowadays. Women easily walk around with a bottle of beer, even on the streets, but in Malaysia, that kind of a thing. Kudala, it was quite, a strange or rare thing. So, starting from there, what do you think is happening with society in regard to alcohol and married women?
Come over. I've heard first before I go any further. I would love to come back to my court when man Velacom community. When I'm
Yes.
back at Kumoba Kulibe heartbreak. When I'm back Moba nika pressure relief. But basically, yes, CJ, a lot of women now we drink. We don't only drink water, we drink alcohol, as we are talking about alcohol this evening. And now women, and now women, we timam what kind of kitchen party, Timam, what kind of now? Okay, we even said we go to Mashabins, the drinking places. People go to drink there, especially women. And we are going to zero so far, or we are going to dwell so much on the married women. You know?
Yes.
Maybe we have Evangelist before we go any further, CJ, to give us the background.
We don't yet have Evangelist. I think he's having connectivity challenges, but
okay.
we hope to have him through.
Okay.
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, before I go any further, CJ, also allow me to mention just that there's serious moral decay in our communities at the moment, especially with women. And this moral decay is coming out due to many reasons. You know, and then it has also now extended to different sectors of society, like Kuliwazimai, Kulikubana, you know, different population. But this moral decay has been caused by a lot of things. One, my divorce. Two, the deaths we've had in our communities. Evangelist is here.
Thank you. Evangelist, welcome back. I hope you are now able to interact with our viewers. Yes, Evangelist?
Yes, I am. Yes, I can see.
Beautiful.
I can see you and hear you clearly. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. So right now we're going to ask you just to dive into the topic and you know, give us your wise counsel in regard to the topic that we have tonight. Over to you, Evangelist.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are looking at alcohol. In particular, we're looking at women. How I wish we could balance this by looking at the women and looking at men. But however, I'm sure those who are in charge will also one day bring up, you know, will also include, you know, the men. Because there are some, there are also main reasons why women drink and also why men also drink. Let me start with the why women drink. Then from there, I'll talk about the disadvantages of drinking alcohol. First of all, it is not that everyone drinks because they want to drink. Let me start with those that drink because they've chosen to drink. Some people, some women, they drink out of their own decision to enjoy themselves, to have a place in society, to be able to do certain things they cannot do ordinarily if they did not drink. Some of them, they will just drink in order for them to be able to dance. Some of them, they will drink in order for them to find a man somewhere so that they can catch. Some of them drink because they are lonely, loneliness. Some of them drink because of friends and colleagues that invite them or offer them beer or take them out for drinking. Some of them, they drink because they found themselves in a group of people who are drinking. Their idea is not to drink, but the friends will persuade them and tell them how good it is to drink, and that, you know, they will not be shy to do whatever others are doing in that particular group. So because of that, they will take to the bottle and drink. Now, others, they drink because there's beer in the home or in the house, which is carelessly put. Others, they will drink because they want to fix somebody. Others, they will drink because they want to insult somebody. Others will drink because they want to call their neighbor a witch, a thief, a liar, and so on. So those are some of the reasons why people drink. Now, what does beer do to this person that drinks? What does alcohol do to the body? First of all, when you take beer, you must know that beer is just a liquid that contains alcohol. Alcohol is what is in beer. Now, it is this alcohol that gets into the veins of a human being. Beer or alcohol does not go through the stomach, through what, just like that. Immediately it gets into the stomach, it will start getting into the veins. That is why people who drink, they quickly get drunk, because the beer goes into the veins, attacking the liver. Now, also beer attacks the central nervous system. The central nervous system is the wires that God put from head through the back of your body up to the buttocks here and up to down here. There are wires, what you call veins and arteries. Now, beer attacks these. When these are attacked, the body becomes weak. And because they become weak, even the muscles are affected. They also become weak. And the brain is also attacked or affected. What follows? There will be dizziness. Somebody is not able to walk straight. You begin to because of dizziness. The balance is lost. And this is a woman. The balance is lost, meaning that she can fall at any time, even where there's nothing there's no obstacle, but she will fall because of the nerves are weak, the muscles are weak. Now, because she is drunk, the liver will also be affected. If she takes too much of it, she will suffer from a disease called cirrhosis. Cirrhosis. This is now when the beer begins to affect or to attack the liver. And this is the problem. And then from there also, if the lady is pregnant, Himba, if this lady is pregnant, the embryo, the fetus will be affected by alcohol, causing the pregnancy or the fetus to be discharged. In other words, miscarriage. She can miscarriage. She can abort. The word is miscarriage because of beer as a woman. And because she is a woman, she weak, she falls down there because she cannot stand. And if that happens in the middle of the bush or in a private or quiet place, secluded or isolated place, then she becomes the target for hyenas. She becomes the target for hyenas. These are hungry lions, hungry men who will pounce on her and rape her. It doesn't matter how many men there are. If there are 20 foolish men, all the 20 will sleep her and have sexual intercourse, 20 of them. It doesn't matter if she's pregnant, or if she's attending a period, these rascals, they will rape this drunk woman. Is this the way we should go? The answer is no. Should we should she miscarriage because of drinking? The answer is no. So that is what happened. If she is a married woman, she will fail to cook for the husband or for the family. And this can be a source of troubles or problems in the home. Sometimes she will actually urinate or poop in her pants because of alcohol. Even when she's a married person, a dignified person, alina ule mukulu azamba kuzitundira mu manpant kuzinyera kulivovala. Uyu ni mukazi wokwatiriwa alina bana. Should we go that way? The other issue, sometimes azamba kuvina exaggerated excitement or happiness. Azamba kuvina kavidwako, sometimes asegula na kuvula vovala. Like what happened when I was with somebody, we went for a show at the shop, and this lady was drunk, and I chose a vovala as a chap like a panty, like a bra, and she was arrested by the police. And I've ansija yonyengana. Now, is that the way to go? The other issue which we must understand is that when a lady is drunk, in most cases, she will lose direction of where she's supposed to go after drinking. She will either miss her house and go and sleep in somebody's home, even kungena pa bed yabantu chifua kolewa. But if she makes a mistake aenda kugona mu nyumba yankungulume pa bed yake, what do you think that rascal will do to her? She will be a vegetable for him. Is this the way we should go as mothers, as women? The other issue is that because of drinking, this woman will want to have money and money and money all the time. The question is, where will she find this money? Where will the money come from? It means the husband must provide. Even in Darama, ya ndiyo, ya unga, ya sopo, ya bana ba school, ya ma rentals, azai mwera moba, azai peleka kuyenda moba with the friends. Meaning that the rentals will not be paid, children will not go to school, food will not be bought, and so all the needs at home will not be met because Darama bamwera. Is this the way we should go as mothers? The other issue is that when she's drunk, moba wamba kugena mu body kumanje anka alcoholic. Manja standard ya kuroja. It means she will not even be able to do work at home. Sazamba kupianga mu nyumba, kuyala gulo bedi paja kuyanzika. Sazanzika aka ukachape so ni straight azaje kuenda kumwa moba. Akaenda kumwa moba kuja, it means that saza pika, saza panga, saza yala bulo, saza funa vakuda, nothing. She will just be enjoying herself there while the family is suffering and the husband has nowhere to cook for him. Should we go that way as mothers? Should we teach our children to drink? Should they taste beer? Now, and the other thing that we must understand is that if this woman drives, and she drives in a drunken state, it means that there is a possibility of her being involved in road accident, what you call car accident, road accident. The other oncoming vehicle may bump into her, or she may bump into somebody, or just drive over the bridge, into the river, what will happen? The life will be lost, or people will be dead, including those that is carrying, and also property, which is the vehicle or vehicles, will be affected, will be destroyed. And sometimes it is in a building where there are people, and so life and the property will be lost. The question is, should we go that far or this way? Now, that's why the Bible in Proverbs chapter 20, verse 1, Proverbs chapter 20, verse 1, the Bible says, it is a foolishness to drink alcohol or beer. It is a foolishness. Now, the Bible also explains who a fool is. When somebody says you are a fool, what does it mean? A foolish person does not know the front nor the rear, left or right, up or down. The vision is blurred, the brain is benumbed. When the brain is benumbed, it means the person can't think properly. He can do what he's supposed to do. As I said, azankala matuvi, abakuzinyera, abakusoberesa matuvi, even smearing on the body. Sometimes bamisisichite, bamake mavuto. Bale manyi mavuto atabwani yabwera mu nyumba. Now, if the Bible condemns the alcohol as a liquor that is drunk by foolish people, who am I to encourage anybody to drink? Now, somebody will say, no, Paul said drink it for the sake of your stomach. That is another to another day. But the issue is that beer is not good for anybody. Now, finally, because of alcohol, many homes have been destroyed. You find that this lady donkey cannot perform in the bedroom. Mwamuna akwera chambe paja, achite kukuru, agona flat, and this is a bad woman. In the end, the gentleman will start complaining about the behavior of the wife. And finally, Ujamukazi will be divorced, and the children will suffer, and so on and so forth, because of alcohol. After having said what I've said, I want to ask you, is it worthwhile for you as a woman to drink? You mean you can only dance after you drank? You mean you can only think after you drank? Can you solve a problem? Or, no, I'm drinking because I'm trying to drown problems. Problems or difficulties or pain or discouragement, whatever concerns, cannot go by beer. Beer is like, problems like floaters, a floater on the water, on the river. The floater does not sink and sink for good. It just goes down and it comes back to the top on the water, and the floater will begin floating again. Those are the problems which people think they will be able to sort out as a result of drinking. Ladies and gentlemen, as I end, think twice. Is it worth it for you to drink? Is it worth it for you to spend money on beer? Is it worth it for you to leave your husband and your children and your home and your business to go and drink? Is it worth for you to suffer from cirrhosis, the liver, and other problems because of drinking? If I were to pause for a minute and ask myself a question, should I do it tomorrow after this kind of presentation? No, no sir, no madam, no friend. Thank you so much, CJ, and Himba, and Mukirebai, and everyone else. So I invite you friends to make your contributions or to ask me questions. Thank you. God bless us.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Evangelist. Viewers, we are looking at married women and alcohol. And Evangelist has given us, has broken the ice on this topic. And we would like to hear from you what you think about this, the subject that we are looking at, married women and alcohol. Is it okay for women to indulge in alcohol? We've received a biblical perspective. So apasinza kuti vachakora manje vazakamba bwanji kaidi ingako mungati in contradiction navenango. Right about now, I'm going to bring in Himba. Himba, I need your reaction from what Evangelist has said. And whilst you are reacting to that, my question is it okay for a married woman to drink alcohol? Okay, is it okay? And if it is okay, to what extent? That is, if it is okay. Go ahead, Himba.
Why you need fix like that anyway?
It is a vutana lero.
We go to the task. But since I don't want to sound like I'm defending women, but I'm going to come out the way I think. Basically, you know, the Evangelist has mentioned all the effects he has mentioned, what causes women to drink. But I would have loved if he had also mentioned that Nabamuna, they cause women to drink.
Yeah. Okay.
Because, you know, as not every woman drinks. I'm not justifying. I'm just not every woman drinks because they want. Some is the circumstances they find themselves in. And they end up thinking, probably if I drink beer, I'm going to be. Remember, I said, when I'm going to come back to Kukamo, I could be heartbreak. Some they are looking for comfort. You know, there are sometimes in our society when you're going through a lot in marriage. Mukazi can't even go to the, you know, sometimes you feel if I go to my family to go and tell them what I'm going through, they will laugh at me. I'll be laughing stock in society. I'll be the topic of discussion. So what should I do? Let me find the comfort here. When was mine, as Shaabula has said, it's peer pressure. But even this peer pressure, it comes with a lot. I'm not blaming it on men, but somehow, yes. Akaenda kumchito kuseni, aenda, oh, bye. Akakomboka, is it 5 p.m. At 5 p.m. venangu bazatuma for no baby na indotamba kobola na wanzanga nzabwe. Some from the time they left at 6 a.m. in the morning, they never got in touch with the wife. At 5 p.m. vakomboka vaenda ku club. Uko ku club kwebadiri vakabwera mu matumba babwera na tuma receipt twa savana manje kunabwera na flying fish kulima 4 cousins, but these are mostly they are ladies who drink this beer. And then
advertise manje.
You know, and the woman is committed, and because of such, this woman is left all by herself. Back to kazi. Yafika kuma evenings, you don't even know where your husband. We are lonely. You are trying to find comfort. Nikuzingia na mochena yo waenda to flying fish at nipezeko comfort. Bamuna bako babwela midnight. I'm not justifying, but these are some of the reasons, Shaabula. And again, even with the family pressure na heavy, I'm not justifying. You know, so there are many reasons that causes women to drink. Sometimes a sense of belonging to a group, yes. Sometimes it's peer pressure, yes. Sometimes you want to find comfort. Sometimes you want benang with loss of self-esteem. Mwamuna, because this man, you've got a partner who is very abusive, doesn't appreciate you, they call you names. So for you just to find a sense of belonging. But however, Shaabula, it also helps to avoid diabetes type 2. Anyway, that's another topic for another discussion.
Okay, thank you very much, Himba. Yeah.
Musaliyo muboneseza huru zabuleka. Himba.
Yeah. Oh no, Evangelist. Okay, yeah, he's gone. Right. Okay. So, Obam Kelebai, I want to have your reaction to Evangelist icebreaker, and also, is it okay for a woman to drink alcohol, and to what extent is it acceptable? Over to you.
Thank you so much for a wonderful topic. You know me, I'm always siding women because of how great they are. Women are, because of even from your preamble, how you talked about the incubator of life. You know, I really respect that very much. And even when we talk about our moral code, our moral standards in society, actually they are anchored on women, because women raise a nation. So this is where they have to actually be, they have so much responsibilities. And that's why as men, we need to give them that time and title to be able to be in charge and control the welfare, instead of us putting them down, like we have seen most of our customs from actually the scripture point of view to just the miambo, our common miambo everywhere. You find our women are put down and treated as a second hand. But as time evolves, things are happening. And today, we are in a society where equity, like Bo Hakainde put it, to say education is an equalizer. You find today women are more educated and they are becoming breadwinners, unlike in the previous, in the olden days where women were meant to stay home and raise children and not allowed to work. But today, women, we have working class women, and they are contributing a lot towards and they also, they need to have time to relax, and they can make also a choice, a decision to go and have a good time. But however, too much of everything is bad. You know that. Even in Sima, it also becomes a sin, or it becomes too much. But since the world revolves around women, we have to understand that the greatest risk to marriage is a woman who drinks too much. If you want your marriage to go in shatters, let the woman of the house be a drunkard, where she drink excessively. I don't think that marriage will even last longer. Actually, research shows that if a man drinks too much than a woman in the home, you find that marriage probably it is not a leeway, it is not a badge that now we should be drinking too much, but research shows that married couples where a husband drinks and the woman does not, or drinks moderately, you find that divorces, they don't happen too much. But where a woman drinks too much, you find there are so many high level of divorces, and marriages break down irretrievably. So a high level of alcohol consumption increases the risk a lot, especially by women, increases the risk of divorces. However, like I told you already, that if a couple, both couple, husband and the wife, they drink, okay, together. Actually, it was discovered that such marriages even last longer than where one is more drunkard than the other. So it is imperative. It is imperative that we need to understand that there are so many risk factors which wo at work in wo Shaabula here and wo Himba has alluded to. I don't want to repeat what they have said, but I believe you have all heard that alcohol consumption from women is really, especially a wife in a home, if they drink too much, overdo it, then it becomes a problem. Otherwise, let me rest there.
Thank you very much, Obumkelebai. Mr. Abia, nifuna nimvereko kuli imwe kuti ganizo yanu pali I topic ili bwanji azimai kumwa mu manyumba.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah? First of all, CJ, I'll start like this. If you got sick one day and you tried yourself to get a Panadol or a paracetamol, so to say, when you read there the ingredients, alcohol is there on the paracetamol, on the Panadol, alcohol is there, but with a good percentage. And they will tell you that you have to drink these Panadols 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 2 in the evening. Why are they telling us to get those paracetamols in those 2 tablets? Because there is a percentage of alcohol in that paracetamol that will make us heal from the illness that we are getting from. So my point is, everyone drinks alcohol through paracetamol. Yes, that's my point there. That's my point there. That's my point there. Okay. Whether you like it or not, you want to take alcohol from paracetamol, from Panadol, or whatever. Now, let's come to the alcohol itself in a liquid form. So, the issue is, it is allowed for a human being to take alcohol. Unless in the countries where they say they ban alcohol completely. Yes, we can say there it's prohibited. But here in Zambia, it's allowed for any human being, whether you are a woman or whatever, you can get beer. But now the issue is, at what extent is the woman, a married woman, should have beer? You see? Yeah. So the thing is this, CJ. When you get to 1 cup of Lusaka beer, you won't get drunk.
Yeah.
You won't
You're advertising.
get drunk. So now the thing is this: these women, married women we see nowadays, I don't know whether it's a group influence because our neighbor bakumwa na wewe bamweko kalionera ndema timakambira kuno kwatu kumawa timakamba kalionera baona abanzao bachita na wewe bakuna bachita. But the thing is this: if you want to get beer, what purpose are you getting that beer? Because it's not every day you have to get beer, like as if you are getting tea or shimo. No, you need to have reasons why you are getting beer. Do you want just to be happy, or do you want to remove some pressure? Because I heard someone say, no, pressure. Is that true? When you have problems, you need yourself to be soft. not at nimemowani ndepane solvinga mavuto kulibe mavuto evayo siyasira muzayapeza futi. So as a married woman, when it comes to alcohol, you shouldn't forget your duty that you are a married woman. You are drinking there, you have forgotten that you need to cook. You are drinking there, you have forgotten that you need to make sure that those children you have, they have bathed. You see, vasamba. Vana vasamba, asati vabwera tati vavo kunchito vapedza vana vadidori. You are getting beer there. You have forgotten that you need to wash. You know, yes.
What if it's the husband who is at home and the wife is at work? Nanga sibanga sambike vana o sibanga pyange munyumba kupika vakudya vamuna.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, bringing in
at least wine.
You have brought in men, but I don't want to bring in men now, right now, because the topic is about women.
Yes, Abia, please carry on.
So I won't touch the part of men unless the episode 2. You promise the promise that no, the episode 2 is coming for men. Yes.
Then married men and alcohol.
If there will be no episode 2, let me ask permission for Ubuntu so that I should touch also with men. All right. Permission granted or not granted? All right. Not granted. Is it the answer?
Yeah, permission not granted. We are talking about women.
All right. Thank you.
Not all the women, married women.
Married women.
Married women, yes. So
yes.
What I was raising, the point that I was raising is that women shouldn't forget their duties at their respective homes. Yes. If you know that you are a married woman, do your duty, take beer with a responsibility. Responsible. Drinking responsible is what we need as a man.
A woman who is well looked after abya okondwera chebuno bwino oloku mama macheka wine ko posing ako chepa ngono not kumwa mungu.
Yes,
problem. Kumwamuna.
So another thing is this: as married women, stop competing with your husband. No, because vamuna vanga vakomwa so maningi naine ine. No, you are not in the same path with a man. Be a different parent, so that children should have somewhere to hide. Leo nitavile kokuliwa mama huku wazani kumbatira na tumapaviko wazani leo tatingena mwana wanga ngena huku. Not waende kuliwa mama kulinkasi, waende kuliwa daddy kulinkasi. Wazi wazatawira kudiwana. Anyway,
drinking competition pa nyumba.
Yes, that should not be tolerated. That should not be tolerated because you'll be chased. The man is coming from there. Since name makulanganga, makulanti maone kamfuna kuzimidira endani baba.
No, you become unfair, Ramona. You know, that's why you become unfair. I'm not justifying what Abia to Mbakaza. I'm not. That's why Mukaza kamwa excessively ati azakupisha pa nyumba. But Mwamuna ever kamwa ati tinkali tikande. You know.
You know what, Madam Himba? You know what, Madam Himba?
Yes.
The problem is this. When you are getting married, tell your husband that Vava inenikumwa. But at this extent. So that kuti imwe mukumwa vahimba. Not bankala manje musikwati 2-3 years simaze kumaka manje muyambuka bulikira kakamoa. There
are women who've gone into these marriages, they've never tasted beer. There are women who've gone into this marriage, they dislike beer. But because of the abusive and the the intoxicated environment they've found in that marriage, they start drinking.
They've started drinking.
That's lack of wisdom.
No,
all right. Okay. Sorry for interrupting you. There are a few messages that I need to read out so that they are still relevant to what we are talking right now. So there's a Crayson Chifafula who says, "Keep up the good work." Ruth, Auntie Ruth there says, "We are here. If you can't beat them, you join them." Yeah. Okay. Mulungu Ruben says, "Nice one. Wazimai machakolwa wavuta mu makomboni." Okay. Auntie Ruth comes back and says, "No fire for my sister." Then we have Benjamin Samsiko. Great. He says, "Great discussion. Next time, add a psychologist to the panelist." Yeah.
He's a psychologist himself.
Yeah, actually, yeah, he's a psychotherapist. Please, Mr. Samsiko, you're very much welcome. There's a link there. You could join and also give us your views and input on this topic that we are discussing. Josephine says, "Mulungu Ruben Jerome Boza." Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then Ruth comes back and says, "It's not competing. It's being one, che." Oh, that is when husband and and it's being one.
Competing now.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you for those comments. Please keep them coming. You can join the studio by clicking the link there, and we can interact together on this platform. Evangelist.
CJ.
Yes, Evangelist.
CJ. I heard somebody, these dear colleagues, one of us here said that it depends the quality or quantity that you take.
Quantity.
Size, the amount is quantity. I mentioned this some time back. How do you measure? How do you measure your quantity as a person that drinks? How much is little and how much is quantity? Now, we must understand that there's no one who is able to come up and say, this is the quantity for my brain. This is how much my brain can take. It's not true. Whether it is wine, whether it is beer, whether it is whatever it is, whether it is whiskey, no one can measure. You know how the brain works. When the brain takes alcohol, everything becomes lighty and the veil on your face comes out and you begin to see strange things and you become angry and you feel the body getting warm. You become warm, the legs becomes light, the tongue becomes loose, the muscles, the jaw bones becomes loose. Every system of yours becomes loose.
The courage.
Now you have lost your balance.
What
you have
about
lost your balance. Ngati mamuna akufa you have no breaks. You have to tell what nambako manje wachedwa na kuchedwa iwe. Ufuna chani, do what you want. You have no self-control. You have no breaks. So the issue is that it does not matter whether in this country there is no law that stops anybody. There should not be a law to stop anybody. There should be stop you. Should stop one from taking alcohol, even drinking wine. It's not about the government to regulate beer. We don't have to be in Arabia in order not to drink. We have to be ourselves, to be able to possess ourselves and be able to know why we are drinking. First, the question here is that, why do you want to drink? That's the whole question. If beer will make you happy, then you must know that you are not normal, because alcohol will cause you to be insane, almost by 5% of your brain. Insanity will set in by taking alcohol. So you are not acting normally. You are acting under the influence of alcohol, and so you are not normal.
Okay, we seem to have lost Evangelist. There is a narrative that when a woman is drunk, they become loose. And it's like, I'd say there are men that say they wouldn't tolerate if a wife started drinking simply because of that. Himba, do you agree with that narrative, and what is your view?
CJ, I don't agree with that narrative. If they say when a woman gets drunk, they become loose. Maybe if we say when they become excessively drunk that they've got no control over themselves, which I totally disagree.
Excessively drunk.
Hey, you know, even the people who come at akolewa, then abwela kutukana, atawe nenze okolewa, no. Bama salamu nyanzelu. You know, so muntu vyachita ni okolewa. How come wazaku kumbuka kunyumba? Wakolewa sawa makumbuka kunyumba kwao. Wakolewa wama soba na kunyumba. So for me, women becoming loose, that I disagree with Evangelist. I'm not saying it's good to drink. I'm not saying it's bad. All I'm saying is that women don't become loose. There are women who...
CJ, let me finish my point. I've finished.
Yes.
There's somebody who said, there's somebody who said, you know, actually, you take alcohol in those drugs which you take, either Panadol or paracetamol or whatever it is, you take alcohol. Come on, man. I want you to know that the alcohol in there is regulated to the level of the body. That's why the doctor will tell you, you are going to take 500 mils. That 500 mils will not make you drowsy. That 500 mils will target the sickness or the disease that you have. It is not meant for the brain. That's why the doctor will tell you, don't take more than 500. So it is not meant for the body, I mean for the brain. It is meant for sickness to go. So let's not say no because we take, you know, we also take alcohol. When we take that alcohol, it's not, we take that alcohol in tablet form in order for us to be drunk. We take that alcohol in order to direct that alcohol to that sickness that I have, not the brain. When somebody wants to drink beer, he's aiming at his brain so that he can shatter his brain and stop thinking straight and start whatever it is. Many women, now I want to answer what the other lady said, what a certain lady said, to say women don't become loose when they drink this and this. For sure it is true. It is not every woman. It's not every woman. But I want to tell you, 90%, said 90%, 90% of the women that drink are affected by alcohol. In the first place, when they take alcohol, they become loose because their brain becomes numbed. And also beer will create appetite for sex. It will create appetite for sex. They, again, this beer, it is a stimulant. It is stimulant. So in other words, she will jump to your body, even before you do anything, but you are merely dancing. The body is ready for sex. The other point here is that, you know, the bladder of that woman becomes weak. The bladder becomes weak. So, because she has lost control of herself. I'm trying. Listen, she lost control. Listen, she has lost control over herself. The other issue is that, you know, sometimes she will just be, like I put it, she will just be dancing. That is not normal. Sometimes you'll be singing. That is not normal. Sometimes you will just start shouting and insulting. That is not normal. So in short, beer has never been good to anybody. And there's no doctor. There's no doctor who prescribe beer that way because you are sick. If there's a problem with your body, the doctor will carry out a diagnosis to find out exactly what happens, what the problem is, and if there is need for beer, it will be regulated. It will come not as beer, it will come as a drug. They will not call it beer, it will come as a drug because it will be equivalent to the sickness that you have, and the aim is to treat the problem, not drinking. When you're drinking, when you're drinking, whether it is wine, what is the aim? Sometimes others will say, I want to have sex, too much sex, but you are having sex and behaving that way, not because you are normal, but because you have taken a drug in the body, which is causing you to behave the way you are behaving. So be yourself. Sex done when you are right in the head, right in the body, right in the chest, right in that right. It is sweet, it is good, it thrills, and will cause to do even more and more and more and more until I end here. This one. So what more? Is it worthy for a woman to drink?
But you're
no, it's not. It's not. My veins are weak. The veins, mama, the veins become weak. They're weak. The blood I cannot contain. Any amount of fluid that goes in the blood, it will be weight, it will be heavy. And so it will open up. My veins are they cannot contain that. They will just erupt.
Yeah, thank you.
And in cases when you are so the issue here is that you even you are not careful. Before ukalipa segula chitenge uchose vitenge yo mitundu choka kudala. Is it worth it?
Thank you, Evangelist. Inkanyo tunda, but it's both ways. Nabamuna yawe sure. Sibintu.
No, man. You are saying we are not talking about men. We are not talking about men. Not talking about men. You've left the men aside.
Yes.
Next time we want to see men here, so that we talk about men. So that we tell men when you a lot of beers, even your sperm level, in the pants, sperm count in the pants, once we have a sperm drinker, because
all right. So there's a comment from Josephine. She says,
Himba, bye.
Josephine says, you can measure the quantity by counting the number of bottles Yaminewa Gwesa.
Number of bottles.
Nikachaya 2 nishi nikalimu, nikachaya 3 nishi
CJ, I want to understand this. In beer, me, I'm talking from that. I'm guilty. I've worked with the Drug Enforcement Commission. In beer, the amount, the quantity of alcohol that you find there is percent. Anything that is more than 4 too much. Like certain beers or beverages which go percent, that is too much. Yeah, the height is 12, 13. So actually, normal one at least we call it 4%. So they don't even 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. 4% 4%. They don't even look at the bottle to see the content there, how much beer they might taking. But
Actually,
Henneken, give me Henneken, give me Budweiser.
Evangelist, these days was my wafuna vene vikora olo tujili tuamine tuja vachaya dry open gullet akasiriza
because they don't want to use so much money.
Tujili ni 14%. 14%.
Bashabula, Tujili, it's about 47. Tujili is about
so why they are getting that? Why they are getting that? Because they don't want to use so much money on beer. He says that 50 quarter is enough for them to spend.
So Evangelist. Now I want to come to how one can handle this situation. Imagine,
okay, CJ,
as a husband in a...
Sorry, let me just chip in.
Yes, Himba.
There are a few things I would also want to mention, despite some of the things we've talked about. Just to mention that if you drink too much as a woman, before we come to how you can handle such a situation or manage it, there are other things that women we need to take into consideration as you're taking beer, excessively or enjoy. One, don't forget that you're an example to your children. And the children, they always look up to you. You are the role model to your children. So what kind of children do you want to produce tomorrow? And what kind of, and remember, those children you have tomorrow, they are going to be the society. They are the leaders of tomorrow. So what kind of society do you want to have? Secondly, there's loss of respect. Umweti kamba kutunda tunda kitachani umaluzinga che ulemu. Palasti bazamboti tana mukamba pali baja bakazi beba matunda bashitano kudiscuss abantu. Atikapena sama vala na panti baja bama imirira che bafula makuofe kuwaya fence kangana kumauzu kapena sama all that. So you end up losing respect in the community, which will bring embarrassment on the children. Eventually, it will affect, there's a serious chain reaction. Eventually, it will affect Ibana, associate with others in the society to affect their school performance. Because of Amaiba Obana Mwamoba, Banatunda Banzao Babaona, or Bana Gua Banzao Babaona, it will be a chain reaction. Then it also bana bamankala na bamandwala malnutrition because bamaiba balibe time out banotinanga bana bangana pasa balanced food and bana bama growing up with no manners because you basically don't have time for your children. And even sometimes when you're drunk, the language you use to the children is quite unacceptable. At the end of the and remember, most of the time it's us mothers who spend time with our children. We communicate, we talk to them. At the end of the day, the language you're using kubana yabata yabana. And then you end up also becoming an abuser to your own children because you don't care what you say, you don't care what you do. At the end of the day, then lastly, sometimes it even makes you to be a bad manager of finances. Manage my finances in the house because the little money you have, you want to spend it on beer because unachilaka, so it depends. So whether you can drink or you can't drink as a woman or as a married woman depends on yourself, CJ. It depends on the individual and the partner they are married to and how their relationship has been in that house. I rest my case.
Yeah, thank you very much, Himba. You've just reminded me of you. Mwenoma nivutira every weekend paka kausakire kulichiranga muliro kitchen party chani, and I know that at the end of the day ni mavuto.
Yeah. You're up for violence now, CJ. Stop that violence.
Yeah. So
CJ, I would like to hear from Mkereba. He has been too quiet. I would like to hear from him.
Mkereba, you are being called out by Evangelist.
Yeah, I'm just listening of the way you are busy educating the nation about alcohol with women. You see, it takes two to tango. I am not very much against the intake of alcohol. You know, even men, when we go to the bars, we would rather find women there. We don't want to just drink alone without women. So women play the very pivot role in even social activity. So we have to understand that we just need to balance the same manner in which we want to take alcohol in a moderate way. It is the same spirit that the women also should do the same. However, it's not a bad thing, like we are trying to demonize it completely, that women should not be drinking. Alcohol, yes, has its own side effects, that it can cause a lot of challenges in a marriage or in any given relationship. However, if it is taken moderately and reasonably, definitely you are going to have a good life. Women also need to enjoy themselves, to have a good time. Good time can be drinking. They can go and have fun. They can have a glass of wine. Moreover, the glass of wine, according to the doctors, they also advise women to have beautiful skin. It gives them beautiful skins, and it gives them a good heart, the heartbeat, the pumping of the heart. You know, it has its own health benefits. And if
medicinal properties.
Manje sivakamba kuti ati vakakuzani va doctor ati mwako ka glass ka wine, imwe mwendo gula chi glass ka wine chipera apa, then mwatira 4 liters ya wine muchani. That can be, and you know, alcohol can be also be addictive. So if you start drinking too much, it's every day you drink alcohol, you can actually be addicted. And once you are addicted to alcohol, it is a problem that you are going to have, you won't have time for your families. You won't even have time to perform those duties that you're supposed to perform, even to share the love that you need to give to your husband and your children, because you are intoxicated every day, and you are, or rather you are, nobody would want to associate themselves to somebody who is drinking excessively every day and they become alcoholic. Nobody. Even when you are a man, you can't also be entertained by your wife if you are ever drunk. The wife will simply say no. Even at work, you drink, you will be fired.
We are talking about married women. Leave us men out of this.
That's why I said it takes two to tango. We are busy demonizing, or rather blaming or putting a bad name on alcohol because we are looking at it from the negative aspect. But we should also look at the positive, where it actually makes somebody feel comfortable, and you release your stress. Especially our women, when they are home, they want to do everything, they multitask, and give them that period to rest and let them have at least 1 bottle, 2 bottles. They can decide. After all,
stress-free.
Their body, they can decide. And when they are drunk, they go back home to who? To their husbands. Not that they become loose. We should not have that mindset of say, when we see a drunkard woman or somebody who is intoxicated or she's just drunk, then we think that it is then she's loose. Then it is us who has a problem. And the moment you touch her, then you are the one who is going to be arrested for rape. You know, so we have to be very careful, and we have to learn to control ourselves as men, that we should not take advantage of women who we purport or think just because she has taken 1 drink or 2, then we think she's already loose. The moment we have such kind of mindset, this is what is causing men to start jumping on women without their consent, and you find yourself in prison for years just because of a stupid, simple mistake. So it's not allowed. Even when she's drunk or blackout, you are not allowed to touch or do anything. So be a gentleman. So women have the right to drink, but not excessively. Same applies to men. Thank you.
Thank you very much from Kedebai. Josephine says, "Awe CJ side does tunkade tu jiri sure." Josephine, I'm not talking about side does. I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about Simba, Ice, Ati Woga. You know those to machani tuja. Those to my small bottles.
Kambiri bamuna bamene ba dandawo amaningi ngati bakazi bakumwa nibaja bamuna bali na shorthand kaso.
Yeah.
Give your wife time. Let her give her money to go and get her friends, go and have fun, and she comes back home to you. She will never entertain other people there because you have trust, and she's also in control of her body, and she knows that she is loyal and she's faithful to you, the husband, no matter how many beers he has drunk. If somebody touches her, he is in trouble, not her.
Vantu vasiyana vintu vinangu vine vimachitika. Okay, so
Bom Keleba has reminded me on this type of men. This is a little bit maybe out of topic. This type of men. Beba maona kulibamuna beve bakuti olo mukazi. Even when you are saying hi,
Madam Himba, leave us for now.
Okay, I'll leave you.
Episode 2 that you tackle us. Leave us for now. Spare us.
Okay. Due to popular demand, next week we are talking about the men, married men.
So leave us for now. Spare us.
The fact of the matter is that you cannot talk about women without mentioning men. You cannot talk about divorce without mentioning men or women. So it takes two to tango. That's what I mean. So these two subjects, they go together.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Himba, quickly make your submission in summary, because I need Evangelist to give counsel on how to handle some of these things. Go ahead, Himba.
Okay, what I wanted to say, the comment here, Pastor Keleba, has reminded me of a certain group of men in society whom I like dealing with so much, because for them, they think olo mukaza mpo shako chat hi evaganza anifuna bakumekera no kumekera, you know, bakumekera, but look, you're not even my type to date, you're not even my type.
Shots fired.
So this is what is saying. If I'm in a bar, it doesn't mean I'm available for any man. If I'm drunk, it doesn't mean I'm available to be touched. You know, it's a no area. So olo imwe bamuna. When ngoma za no, because in mind kujimwa na building mukazi any guy any lady can like me or would want to go to bed with me. Hell no. Probably even discuss me to go with you in bed because of you. I'm just greeting you because you're a human being. So even in the bar, respect us. Don't touch me if I haven't given you permission as a man. Stay away from me. I'm just there to enjoy the way you're enjoying. I'm just there to have fun, just like you're having fun. I rest my case, CJ.
To enjoy your money.
Thank you.
Your hard-earned money.
So, Evangelist, now I want you to give guidance on how one can handle this situation. So, in this case, it could be a man who has a wife who is drinking excessively. Okay, how can he approach this situation? And then also give counsel in terms of a woman who has a husband that has been complaining to her about her drinking. Over to you, Evangelist.
CJ, before Evangelist comes,
well,
can I also...
I don't want to differ. I don't want to differ. I don't want to differ with my boss, CJ. You said how can a man handle? No, we're not talking about man. We're talking about women. So I'll talk about the woman. Is that okay, CJ? I'll not talk about the man.
Evangelist, as you are talking about this woman, I also want to remember that you talk
Himba.
about. I'm asking you to remember that you also talk about a woman who has started drinking because of this man who has not been performing his duties as a husband and frustrating this woman to send her to go and drink indirect.
Yeah. So, Evangelist, this is a double Evangelist. This is a double-edged sword.
She was breaking in transmission. Can you rephrase the question? What was the question?
So she was saying, as you are giving that solution, also talk about a woman who has started drinking because she's not happy in her marriage. The husband hasn't been doing what he's supposed to do, and as a result, the woman has resorted to drinking. That's what Himba said. Yeah. Now, I was saying this is a double-edged sword in that you are most likely have to touch both ends, because if we're talking about a drunkard woman, she might not see anything wrong. So in that case, it's the man that needs advice. Okay. And then there's also a situation whereby this woman has noticed that my husband is complaining about this. Okay. Over to you, Evangelist.
Well, let me put it this way, Febo. When we started here, we said, there are many reasons why people drink, why women drink.
Yes.
And meaning that there are many causes for drinking by these married women. Now, if we are to eliminate this drinking habit, we must go to the roots, the root cause of drinking of that particular woman. So meaning that, each one of them is caused to drink by certain factors or certain causes. For example, I'll give you an example. Here is a man who does not stay home, and the lady is lonely. Now, this lady decides to also go out and drink and find company. In the first place, I can say that is a wrong way of sorting her problem. You cannot quench fire using fire. You quench fire in water. So, in other words, if this is the problem of the lady because the gentleman does not stay home, the lady should find something that is going to occupy her at home. Maybe it will be some activity, maybe it's gardening. Let her get into the garden. Or she can start pottery work, or some farming work, or some activity that will keep her busy. What causes sometimes such a woman go or become lonely, it is not having an activity to do. There's no program that will keep her busy. And because she's not busy, then it should become the devil's workshop. Should be caused or made to go out and look for freedom and the entertainment out there. So the solution here is keep busy and work with the children that you have, the people at home, work with them. When as you work with them, you'll be talking to them, loneliness will disappear. Others that what causes them to drink is probably friends that are going to affect the behavior of this lady and invite her into drinking. Those actually are not good friends. Those are bad friends because they are asking her to be away from home, and then this lady will not be able to cook for the children, for the wife, for the husband, wash, clean the house, and do whatever needs to be done. So these friends, it will start in good, in a good way that you are being invited to go and have a nice time. But there is sometimes you find that you become used that you become an alcoholic. You begin drinking so much, even more than those people that invited you. So that is why, because we don't know to what extent can you go, even as you start drinking. So that is why there's no reason why you start drinking. Sometimes you find that maybe your husband is quarrelsome, always quarreling with you, fighting with you. Sometimes you think, I think let me have some peace of mind and be there with friends. That is still, again, a wrong way of finding peace. You don't find peace in beer. You find peace in working with others or visiting friends that are busy with their hands. So that is one way one can do it. The other issue is sort out the problem that is in your marriage. If the problem is with your husband, sit down and discuss with your husband. Look at the problem. What is the problem? Do you have a problem? What is the problem? How did it start? How will it affect you? And how are you going to react? And what are you going to do in order to end this problem? So these are things that we ourselves should be able to handle. Don't wait for Banachimbusa or whatever it is to come and sort out problems for you. It is you who is married, and it is you who should sort out those things. Sometimes, as I said, maybe you have a problem of maybe a bad behavior when you drink. You insult people. Uzitundira. Or sometimes you sleep anyhow, or you lie on the road and people do misuse you because of your behavior. Why not quit? Why not leave drinking and begin spending time with your family and be able to do something that will improve your life? So the whole drinking process, CJ, it is a decision that each one of us must make without being influenced. Because first of all, you must look at the disadvantages, the negatives. Uone mwa ukuchitira ukamwa. Vitu wae vichitika. Mawa amene ukamba. Makalido yako mwena ankalira. Ndiyo amene wena kusanka. Koti wena uzakara mumoyo waso o udachinja unkena moyo wamene wakutati bosi pachipani pame munkala paja. Bakuona tibe muntu wabwino. So if you vakutati, no, let me drink, it is a decision which you are going to make. And nobody will make a decision. Not even the evangelist, CJ, Himba, Mukereba, or any. No one of us will make a decision for you. You have to make a decision for yourself. So, but the issue, whatever you do is, beer will not sort out your problem or in a mavuto. Beer is like a floater acid. You can push the floater down, and to a certain depth, it will just come up to the top again. That is what the problem is that you have, that we will have. Beer will never sort out your problem. Ngati ulina nkongole zabantu, unati drama zabantu, ulina 5,000 emena unati nkongole. Then from there you look for 500 to go and drink beer. Wama wakolewa. Do you know me that 5,000 will come or to be sorted out because wama beer ya 500? Not at all. Ukasiza kuma moma uja futi, that problem ya 500 kwacha. In fact, in your drunken state, bamkongole wajazabu ya to come and knock on the door after 5,000 yao. Ukayambe kubawu, no, just come tomorrow. Just come tomorrow. Whatever you do, whatever behavior you're going to display, bazaka kudestu one 5,000 kwacha. In other words, beer has never sorted out any problem. Beer does not sort out a problem. Beer exists your problem. Chakula problem ya vodka. Because for you to drink it, you need to go and borrow and continue drinking. No, Bane, it's not good, especially for a mother. In fact, I've got great respect for mothers. Mother, the vikombole. We all come from a mother. It doesn't matter whether you're a president, whether you're a minister, whether you are CJ, or whether you're evangelist, we all come from a mother. And a mother must be respected fully and without compromise. But to respect that mother, she should also put a standard to her life and be able to respect herself. Beer has never been a solution. Beer has always been a problem. Now, let me go into history a bit, just a bit. If you go to the history of beer, beer initially, it was meant for the old-aged people. Because they're lonely, so that they can cheer up. Reason number one. Reason number two, beer, it was meant for celebrations. When there's a celebration, people were meant to drink beer. One of them was that, when they go to war, when they come back, they were given beer so that they can enjoy themselves and do all sorts of things. It was never given in order to sort out a problem. I'll repeat. Beer was not given in order to sort out a problem. Beer was given for them to celebrate at that time. But still, I'll end up by the Bible quotation, Proverbs chapter 20, verse 1. He that drinks beer and wine, the Bible says wine, is a mocker. The Bible says it's a mocker. That is to be mocked. You will start behaving strangely and begin to see strange things. And your conduct will be strange. And when you do that, you are going to say foolish things. And the Bible says, he that drinks is not wise, is foolish. Now, if you want to be a fool, you can take shortcut. Drink wine, drink beer. Just by taking Kwika Chape Mukamaso, you have already put a stamp mpa by a fool.
No. You can't be a fool. You can't, unless Jesus was foolish by making us a glass, by turning water into wine. I don't understand. I don't understand this Bible. Sometimes it's very controversial, and it gives us a lot of, a lot of contradiction, and it confuses, especially people who don't drink or those people who are preaching the word of God. You see, the very Bible explained to the people. Remember that day when when they were having a feast and there was no wine, they went to Jesus and he ordered them to fill kind of waters, buckets. And then people were drinking, and they even said that wine was the best, was strong, And now to hear that in the same book,
right.
we are being told that it's foolish to drink it.
Okay.
Then I'm a little bit confused, and we are confusing the.
Now listen, let me tell you, if you go deeper on that one, where Christ made the beer at Cana, that wedding, it was not intoxicating wine. It was sweet wine. It was fresh wine.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. This is the Pandora's box. Sorry. This is the Pandora's box. It is going to bring out So for now, let's hold it there. And I can see we've gone beyond time. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to request each and everyone to give a quick summary. Please don't go beyond a minute, because we've already gone beyond time. Vom Kelebai, I'll start with you. Your summary or conclusion on today's topic.
Okay. It will be very unprofessional and unfair to make assumptions that when a woman drinks, then she has a problem. No. A woman can drink just for fun, or just for social purposes, or just to, and just to enjoy herself. it's just in a celebratory mood. Yes, there are certain circumstances where some are made forced or coerced into doing such kind of activities because of a certain type of lifestyle that they have been subjected to. Otherwise, it will be unfair to sit here and start making assumptions by everyone to say when a woman drinks, then it should be a negative and should be negated, and it's either she has a problem. Women can also celebrate birthdays. Women can also celebrate weddings. Women also can celebrate. There are so many positive things that will make a woman even have a taste of a beer or wine. They can drink alcohol. They are allowed. They are adults. They can do but there's no law that forbids, except for the Bible or the religion. But the same religion tells that. But let me not go there. I don't want to go there because I don't have time. But what I can say is that let us drink moderately, and women, because you are like in our beginning, we said in our preamble that women are the mothers of the nation. They are the incubators of life. So you must drink responsibly if at all you want to venture into drinking, and make sure that you should not do such things in the full view of the children, the nation that you are busy raising in a home. If you are drinking, drink moderately. You are at liberty. You have the right to celebrate and, of course, enjoy. It is your money. It is your life. You don't have to be told by a husband, don't drink. You make that decision. Ngati ufuna chikwati kamba. Ngati ufuna chikwati nkala and ukuma na mamuna wako. Drink with your husband. Have fun. Just enjoy life. That's what I can only say. But do not drink excessively, where it affects your family setup. Otherwise, divorces are quite painful and very stressful. So it is imperative that you take good care of yourself. And please, men, let's trust women.
Thank you very much, Vomkelebai.
Thank you.
Twalumba. Abia, please, your concluding remarks on this topic, please summarize, try to make it short.
All right, thank you so much. CJ, a married woman cannot drink at an extent where I am Bagustundira. That will never happen. That will not happen. The husband cannot allow such manners. I'm telling you the truth. Unless for those who are not married, yes, because they mpanda ochingirirawo. But married women alina mpanda nimwamuna wao ndiye mpanda. I cannot allow my wife to drink at an extent where she has lost mind. No, I can't allow that. I will divorce that person. So I'm telling you, the thing is, married women cannot drink at an extent where I'm kutosa manzi kutosa chosa. Yeah. Then my advice to my beautiful married women, yeah, you are so beautiful. You are the sunshine of this country and the sunshine of the husband. Please, our dear colleagues, try to drink responsibly. Beer is allowed even in the Bible. The only bad thing is the interpreters of the Bible. But the thing is, it is allowed. It is allowed. So please, drink beer. It is allowed. It makes everyone feel happy. So I'm telling you, don't drink excessively. We count on you. When we leave for the office, we count that there is someone at home, which is you, our beautiful woman. Please, you are doing a very good job at our home. We are respected as men because of you women. So please, thank you so much for being with us. And I think you will continue being responsibly mother Thank you so much.
Thank you.
CJ.
Thank you very much, Baabia. Atiimwa batusalezere. Himba.
CJ unadeo.
Thank you so much, CJ. In my conclusion, I would say, women, let us not forget that we are the neck. Even if these men, they boast around, we are the head, it's okay. We don't mind. They can be the heads, but we are the neck. We are the one who makes this head to turn. Without us, this head can't turn. We are the one who direct this head to go. So we have a major role to play in our society. They say behind every successful man, there's a woman. Let us play our role intelligently, smartly, and maturely. Beer, if you can avoid it, please avoid it. If you can't, drink it responsibly. And let's not forget that we are the role models. We are the one, wherever we are going to go, we women, we are the ones who handle the pot of morals. Let it be at church, let it be in the society. We are everywhere. So if you can really avoid, for the sake of respect, integrity in society, please do it. If you can't, drink it responsibly. We know we are responsible people, and we are also human beings. We go through under a lot of pressure, but as Evangelist Shaabula, no problem has ever been solved by alcohol. Above all, ukamwa lelo problem mailo zaipeza ikulindila futi. If maybe zaipeza yankala west, maybe wenzona tukana no tukana, so there will be more added fire to the situation. So let's drink responsibly, and let's not forget our responsibility in society and countrywide. I rest my case.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Himba. Evangelist, please do a roundup of today's topic. And I'm giving you, I hope you can manage to do it within 3 minutes, because you've gone beyond. Over to you, Evangelist.
Thank you so much. The topic that we had today is quite a very, very serious, topic. I, for one, am talking. I've talked in the way I've talked because I've worked among drunkards, and I've handled situations. I've been to so many homes, including, where people have been battered. You talk to these women, and so I've handled so many women who have been referred to me by the police and also by the courts to talk to them. So I'm talking from experience. I'm not talking from maybe reading a book or whatever it is. I think I'm talking from situations which I can defend, without shame, to say this is the position. So as a person that has worked with these women who have found themselves in such situation, I can only say, let's avoid beer at all costs, alcohol, whatever, anything that intoxicates, including wine, which looks very, 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 very innocent, because everything starts with one step. One step will produce 1,000 kilometers.
Mm-hmm.
Wine, you are going to start mixing wine with other hard drinks. And from these hard drinks, you get to harder drinks until Bamba Kutenga to jiri jiri and all sorts of things. So all these people that are drinking heavily, they were never born drunkards, not at all. All these people that drink heavily, they were never born drunkards. And two, they were never born drinking. They started from wine. They started mixing it with the Coca-Cola and the Fanta. They started this and this, and they began improving until they became who they are today. So for me, without being shy, I would say, run away from beer, alcohol, including wine, the way you ran away from COVID-19. So move away from it. The choice is yours. There's no rule to it. Mine is just an advice that I would give to anybody who would want to save her life, save her marriage, save her family, save the nation. So I would say stay away from it, because you have no good reason for taking that beer, for taking that wine, for taking that whatever it is. If there's a problem that you have, the beer or alcohol or wine is not a solution. So today you are drinking wine, next time you will not be drinking wine. You will drink something harder, something stronger. Practice makes perfect. You are practicing now by taking, wine. But when you are going to perfect that wine, you are going to add some whiskey to that. You say, Kwapia, Muchamba, I'm feeling very cold. Let me put a bit of whiskey so that Muchamba my dear, you are taking another step into alcoholism. So may God bless us as we consider what step to take. Thank you so much. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your night.
Thank you very much, Evangelist. Viewers, today we've been looking at married women and alcohol. And every time, when I'm telling Himba about drinking, she likes singing Kanyimbo ka Peterson. Atleka ni kondwele shanine. Kumanda kuli boring. Oro ni black momatika no gay. Imagine, and then she says that at Kamova Karimonga ni debt restructuring. Kamova Karimonga debt restructuring. Natiwe Himba, Mova, alcohol will not take you anywhere. And then she tells me, who told you it's a mode of transport? Viewers, thank you very much. This has been NSAKA on a Thursday. Make sure you follow our social media platforms like Facebook, it's Ubuntu channel Zambia, YouTube, it's Ubuntu channel, Twitter, Ubuntu channel. Make a date with us next week. Let me just take this opportunity to thank our director, who has been Emmanuel Nkunika, and everyone who's participated in tonight's program, sending those comments, interacting with us, and the panel that is Mr. Abia, Vomkerevai, Evangelist, and Himba. From me and everyone, we say thank you and have a blessed night. Good night.